course. Right. That's where we ended up. Hey, normally I'm the one getting bullied. I don't feel that bad about it. God.
There we go. Anyway, so coming into this next matchup, we are going to have NuckleDu versus Bryan-D, Cammy versus Guile, and we have been joined by a commentator. Welcome, buddy. How's it going?
You're a real piece of shit sometimes. You know that? NuckleDu wanting nothing to do with the Guile matchup. I guess it doesn't matter if it's Kaba or not. Just doesn't want to deal with it.
I can fully understand it. I did say I enjoy watching mirrors, but I can understand how frustrating a mirror such as this could be. Especially when you have such an easy answer in Cammy, right? Like, this isn't like it's a secondary for Du. Like, this is very, really a main character that Du has played for a long time, and it's not that much of a switch up for him.
Well, and also I think Cammy just does a good job of filling in the gaps that can make this matchup a little bit annoying, right? Like, between Spin Knuckle, you have anti-fireball tools, Hooligan is a choice, jump anti-airing Cammy is harder because of dive kick. All of that only matters if you live through the round, though. How far is Bryan-D going to be able to push that? Just barely gets the life lead, 35 seconds left on the clock. No anti-air, throw should be enough to do it. All that work, and for what?
It is definitely a tough thing to do to get through here, but gonna be able to get tempo going here. Pushes Du back to the corner. Lots of pressure being applied too. This is a very offensive Guile we're seeing.
Yeah, absolutely. Having NuckleDu's back up against the wall right now, I do wish that Bryan was surrendering space a little bit less, but I do understand it's scary to claim space against Cammy, but we've so rapidly gone from corner to corner, and all of that aggression that you were just praising completely gone, and so was all of the effort that came as a result of it. Clips by the low, nice, had the time for the charge because the DR added the extra 4 frames of hit stun. All right, these jab checks are just on the off chance that NuckleDu... Oh, you thought...
And
that's raw, right? Are you dead?
That is raw.
No, I think you're just alive. No, you're not. Goddamn, raw.
It'd be that way. So game 1 gonna be going to NuckleDu off of a huge read, and well, not even read, but really nice reaction is what I meant to say, because it's something that you're gonna see in this matchup constantly.
Yeah, absolutely. Shimmy now working out for NuckleDu. Just sitting pretty in this P2 side corner, having Bryan on the back foot, trying to get a little bit of initiative off of these jab checks and just earn enough breathing room to start to play their game. They have pushed us back to mid-screen, but I don't, like... I get that you need to represent the fireballs, but I think it's just not getting as much mileage for you, and I really wish that Bryan was playing a little bit more to try to get back into a favorable range to get a little bit of mileage out of their limbs. Instead, they get dive kicked on, and they're slowly being pushed back to the corner once again. Okay, that's a pickup, though.
This should... Oh, they even went for
overhead reset.
Yeah. That was actually super smart. They had the damage to kill anyway, I believe, but even still, throw that reset in there to make it so that Du has to think about it next time.
Yeah, I'm actually not sure. The level 1 might have just barely killed, but I think if you had used the level 2, I think the fear was you didn't have the drive gauge to get a lot of extensions for the loops.
Yeah, I think the level 1 might have done it, but...
Oh, what a little side switch. I like that out of you, NuckleDu. Okay, you're straight back into the corner, but hey, it was cute while it happened.
That's a trial
What a combo drop.
That's a combo trial combo.
All right, I haven't done Cammy's combo trials. Don't at me.
Well, now you know. And here we go, the end of another round. Full spend from Du, but so worth it to close out the rounds.
That super is so cool.
Yes. Big agree. Honestly. Yeah. I was going to say they're all cool, but Cammy's is definitely cooler. So, here we go. 1 apiece. Bryan sitting on full meter, still looking to get a chance to spend it.
Yeah, okay. Nice flash kick out of Bryan. The first time we've really seen them try to go for an anti-air. Perfect parry out of Du on the fireball. And Du right now really prioritizing like standing medium kick and standing roundhouse as his go-to pokes.
That's
Oh, no.
crazy. That was a flash kick that got counter hit cross-upped by that.
That was supposed to be an autocorrect flash kick, but instead he must not have gotten the charge just right or something. Gets the neutral jump short, but off of the scrambles from that, we do get this level 3 cash out.
Gonna give you a bit of a life lead, and you can
Parry
see
pump into nothing.
Brian just trying to get offensive, but I don't know if that's the exact play here when you have a life lead. Only 50 seconds left. That's...
Oh my god. Du was showing this last week as well. It's the same thing that they brought out that was so hard for Kaba to deal with. There's a range that Du is jumping at where as long as he's empty jumping, his hurt box like just kind of goes through the dead zone of the flash kick. And Brian got exposed for that there in that round. Now going into game 3, NuckleDu up 2-0 in the set, and Brian has still struggled to find an answer to that element of NuckleDu's play.
So here we are, game 3 now. Drive rushing forward still, and it is so crazy that we're just sitting here. Nothing in...
I don't know.
Oh.
We'll figure it out. Okay. All right. Yeah. Word. All right. A little. That was a little wellness check, is what that was.
Sure. But I was gonna say it's so crazy that in this matchup so far, what we've been seeing most of the time is the Guile pushing tempo and rushing forward, trying to get something done, and the Cammy just content to down back. Like it's been so beneficial for Du.
Well, yeah, I think the reality is that NuckleDu's doing such a good job of making these good reads early in the round to set themselves up for a really strong life advantage that it's forcing Brian on Guile to try to be the aggressor. And I think if you can make a defensive character have to play offensive, that goes into your favor. Because that's not the position they want to be in. To your point, Brian wants to be able to play a little bit slower. That's not going to work, right? No, of course not. That was hungry hippos. All the way cashed out right now for NuckleDu. Right into, just the level 1. Doesn't believe the level 3 will kill, so we want to save some bar for a better cash out later on. Meaties just work out. Brian not even blocking on wake up, and it is now set point for NuckleDu.
I'm pretty sure that's got some pretty solid frame data on it, which is why it was the option there. But either way, punish counter working out for Brian. Gonna be able to get pretty significant damage right off the rip.
Right. Now, this is a better spot to be in, and as long as you can keep Du in a range where you're comfortable anti-airing, regardless of whether it's dive kick or not, then that's great. The problem is, Du is able to get in eventually. Nevertheless, she persisted type beat, and now Brian, stuck in the corner, having to now be at a life deficit, and Du has 3 bars, which also means that Brian is just not allowed to throw fireballs.
And the effort is they then pop their fireball install.
Yep, and there we go. Thanks for playing, Brian. You had your chance. You even got to see the test. You took the practice test, and you still did not manage to come away from it. But it's fine. You know what? Just like the SATs, you get another chance. You can take it as many times as you like, except unlike the SATs, in this one, you can only take the test twice, because you drop down to losers, and that's the last time you get to take it.
So they activated it on hit, or on block as well. Which is interesting because they weren't going to be able to get anything really out of it, like barring the level 3. But yeah, I don't know. These things happen. So next up, looking like it should be NuckleDu versus Najee. Again, barring any internet shenanigans.
Yeah. So